Welcome everyone to this class, Renewing Spirit Team Agreements for the New Year. This is part one. The big picture of this class is one, we're going to get just familiarized with your New Year's goals. If you have attended the past classes, which by the way, Vicky, I saw your comment. I need to go ahead and post that. If you took past classes or you've just been meditating on it, this is a really great class to bring those goals in. And what we're going to explore is your spirit team in alignment with your goals? And the goal for this month is one, to get clear on your goals and then get your team aligned and on board. And we're going to do some really cool energy work tonight. Something that you'll want to do at least once a day as you move forward, okay? All right, so just real quick announcements. So for those of you that are new, Elevate Mondays, that's where we talk about more advanced applications. We meet 6 p.m. Pacific. On Thursdays, we get more back to the basics. We meet at 2 p.m. Pacific. Attend either or both. Recordings are available, and I like to record these in such a way that it's easy for you to follow. You get it if you're listening to the recording, and everyone gets the notes. These are just updates that I've been making in the past year or so. Some new announcements. We're going to be moving to one Facebook group finally, and I've decided that we're going to go ahead and keep the Elevate group. And you might notice if you were to go into the Elevate group now, there used to be, I don't know, over, say, 115 people in there. I believe it's down to, say, 39 people. These are the active members right now. I want to make it more exclusive for you guys. The other group I'll keep online, but I'm just not going to post there anymore. That's the Psychic Mastery Mentorship group. And basically, if you see anything from Facebook, it'll be from that one group, the Elevate group, okay? The other announcement, so we're moving to one Facebook group, so I will post this in the Facebook group. The other announcement is I want to just go ahead and move away from school. It's not working out the way that I wanted to. There's so many technical issues in the background, people not getting their account set up. It's just become an admin nightmare. So I'm actually going to be creating a new community website. I'm literally working with a developer now. And what's neat is I could still get everyone into one group, except now you guys will have a locked away space. And it'll be like the mastery space, right? There'll be the bigger community, and then people that have joined Unleash, that's a community. But you guys, the active members especially, you'll get your own intimate space, okay? Everyone will still be in the same website, but it's a locked community space versus in school, everyone's all seeing everything. And what I want you guys to feel is like this is a close-knit group. The truth is the level of conversation that you guys have versus someone that's just a reader of my book, right? It's completely different. So I just want to have that level of intimacy with you guys, okay? And B says, yay. Vicky says, wow, super cool and excited, okay? All right, great. Now, the other new announcement is the way that I am going to do these classes, I'm formalizing it more. We've been doing this already, but I'm moving to what we call a sprint model. So with each sprint, we're hyper-focused on a goal. So it's a 3-week sprint. By the 3rd week, the goal for each of you is that we're going to do some kind of reading, healing. You're going to get paired up. So even if you're new, don't worry about it. I always pair up the new people together. But the way that I envision it is that we have these advanced sprints. For those of you that have been here for a while, these are going to be the first 3 Mondays, advanced application. And then on the Thursday calls, these are the foundation sprints. And I'll come up with more catchy names for these, but these are going to be where we stick more to the basics. Now, what I will do for the foundation sprints is I will actually also open this up to the public. And the way this will work out is for people that don't want to commit to the full program just yet, they get to attend one of these sprints, they get a result, and the idea is that by the end of the sprint, they'll want to sign up for the full program. Okay. Now, because you are all in the mastery level program, you have access to all the upcoming sprints, both the foundation and the advanced sprints. All right. Now, with the foundation sprints, I'm going to be more sticking to basics. As you guys know, I have been drifting or blurring the lines between what's basic and what's not. But since I know that more people are just coming in for the foundation sprints, we'll definitely stick to the basics around reading, healing, spirit guides, and manifesting. And what I envision is each month, month one, starting next month, February, will be reading. Month two will be healing, then spirit guides, manifesting, and then we go back to reading again. All right. So how does that sound, you guys? Does that sound cool? Time letter S for sprint. If that sounds really like something you'd be interested in, or it just sounds like a really great format. Okay, great. The S's are coming in. And really the format, you guys, week one, and you'll get a taste of it. We'll get into the topic, and the idea is you're going to read yourself. So say for tonight, for example, the goal is to meet your spirit team, right? You're going to meet your spirit team yourself. I'll walk you through that. Then week two, we'll do a deeper dive into the topic, and then we'll do what's known as a line reading. Basically, I'm the center chair. And if we were doing this in person, I'd be the center chair. Let's say there's 10 people or 12 people here. 6 people are literally sitting to my left. 6 people are sitting to my right. And one person in front is getting the reading, right? And the idea is my crown chakra will be at gold. The line is matching my crown chakra. So we're all going to be reading from the same frequency. And when we read as a line together, it's really neat. It's just a neat experience. And we practice reading together. And then someone will be a volunteer to receive a reading. Okay. So you practice giving a reading in the line reading. And then week 3 is the reading or healing lab. You go in breakout rooms. I'll put you in rooms of 2 to 3 people, and we trade readings as a group. I go in each little breakout room, give you coaching. And for the more experienced people, you guys are all set, right? But if I know, like I have a group of beginners like Annette and Antoinette, right? I'll put you two in the same room and I'll work more closely with you guys, okay? So really the vision of a sprint is real skill building. And you could take what you learn around spirit teams, right? You could use it for yourself. And if you want to read the spirit team of another person, like your best friend, you will have the skill to do that. And there's a certification checklist. I'm going to update that. I'm thinking like attend so many sprints and you will get certified, okay? Along with practicing offline, reading other people. All right. Sound good, you guys? Just give me a thumbs up or G for good if this sounds good to you. Just we're up leveling the delivery of the training, okay? All right. Great, says me. Okay, lots of G's coming in. Anyway, I'm glad that you guys are liking that. Let me just check the list one more time, see if anyone else new has joined. Okay. We've had, oh gosh, I don't even know the number. In the last month or so, we've probably had at least 1 to 2 people joining, even over the holidays. I've been taking a break as much as I could over the last 2-3 weeks because I just wanted to be more refreshed. So today I officially jumped on board. So I'm a little bit behind on commenting on everyone's comments and posts and everything. I will catch up this week. But yeah, we have, if 1 or 2 per week have been joining, I want to say there's at least maybe 10 new people who have joined in the last week, at least. Really exciting having the new fresh energy. And for those of you that have been here a while, it'll be fun for you guys to observe the newbies because they bring that kindergarten energy, like deer in the headlights. And for those of you that are newer, what I mean by kindergarten is you're so fresh and innocent. A lot of times when more experienced psychics, they get jaded. They're like, oh, they have this know-it-all attitude and they forget to get back to the basics, right? For the new people, thank you for bringing in the kindergarten energy back to us. My teacher used to call us oldie moldies, right? The ones that have been here for a while. All right, so we're gonna type letter K for kindergarten, right? Because that's the name of the game. Keep it fun, keep it fresh, keep it kindergarten. And the minute we start getting know-it-all energy, that's where our gifts start to shut down. Okay. All right, great. The K for kindergarten is coming in. All right, so we're gonna jump into it here. That's a longer than usual intro, but I just wanted to. I will never be a know-it-all. That's awesome. That's a longer than usual intro that I usually do, but I did want to because it's the new year. I did want to update you on the latest on the school. Okay, so let's jump into the energy work here now. Everyone, close your eyes. We start off what we call the psychic success setup checklist. And these are all the things we do physically to set up so that when we do get into energy work, the body is all set. And I only teach this here in the mastery level program. I don't share this anywhere else. First step is to go ahead and close your eyes and breathe. Everyone just breathe. And one of the very first things I teach is honor the body. And when you honor the body, I always want to get the body involved. A lot of times we forget the body, that the body's part of the team too, talking about your spirit team. So simply by breathing, just paying attention to how your air is coming into your lungs on the inhale, and then just paying attention when you exhale, what happens in your body? Does your body relax, release, and let go? And just really honor where your energy is at now. Are you tired? Are you excited? Are you sleepy? Are you still carrying work energy around? No matter where you're at, just honor where you're at. A lot of times we want to just jump into being in the right space. No, just breathe. And then everyone, even with your eyes closed, look upwards. And by looking up, bring your eyeballs up, you're activating the visual part of your brain. And also, imagine staring up at your crown chakra, giving that space some attention. And simply bringing your attention to your crown, you're also activating your knowing, your higher knowing here. And you might begin to feel a little bit of strain in the muscles of your eyes. And when you do, just go ahead and now relax your eyes. And as the muscles of your eyeballs relax, just letting your body, the rest of your body, follow in that sense of relaxation. And then everyone find the center of your head and just be there, be aware from there. Be aware of your energy, be aware of your body. And talking about something we could do physically, everyone just put a smile on your face. Turn the corners of your lips upward and bringing that smile energy into your space and just noticing what happens within you as you smile. You could have the crappiest day, but once you smile or even start to laugh at yourself, the energy instantly shifts. So imagine what it would be like to just smile for the rest of class. Just sitting there in your room, in your chair, smiling and just letting that smile energy take over here. And then everyone just shift your internal dialogue to the language of curiosity, asking yourself questions like, what would it be like to smile for the rest of class? What would it be like to release and let go and be in flow? And what would it be like to pretend? Remember playing pretend? What would it be like to pretend that what I send out to the universe is what comes back to me. That's one of the foundations of manifesting. What would that feel like to have the energy or to have the universe deliver the energy back to me that what I want, what I need comes to me right at the right time, right place, right circumstance, right people? What would that be like? What would it be like to live and flow where what I need comes to me simply from breathing, vibrating, being at amusement, and smiling all the way through? What would that be like? Awesome. Now, I want y'all to, before we start to run some energy here, I want y'all to just start thinking about your goals. Just have in mind your goals for 2026, for the new year. And it could be something simple as I want a new car, or I just want to live a happier life overall. Or it could be something specific, like I want to start a new business. In my case, I'm building this new community website. And as you consider your goals, I want y'all to check in. How do you want to feel? We call this having a feeling state goal. So once my website is done, I want to feel, I know I'm going to feel relief, excitement. And not only consider how you want to feel at the end, like when it's all said and done, when that website's done, when you bought that new car, when you're in that new relationship. I want y'all to also consider how you want to feel while you are working towards manifesting this goal. For example, you might have daily tasks. Like me, I have to answer my emails every day. I have to respond to posts in school and in Thinkific. And let me tell you guys, I love reading the post. I actually have fun replying. You might think, oh my gosh, she has to reply to all those posts. I actually really, truly enjoy it. Oh my God, that's so cool. They got that breakthrough. I feel great, right? So when I'm working on these things, how I feel great. So how do you want to feel? And I advise you to be realistic. If your goal is to run a marathon, it's not going to be love and light and roses running a marathon, you guys. You guys are going to be tired. But what if you could feel tired but accomplished, right? That's what I mean by being realistic. What would all that feel like? Okay. So for now, as you consider your goals for 2026, not only consider what you want to accomplish, but how you want to feel at the end and how you want to feel during while you are completing the daily tasks. All right. So now, everyone, just ground. So if you already have a grounding cord, just explode it. Give yourself a brand new, fresh one. We work with green to start from your hips, extending all the way down, 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 down to the center of the planet. And allow yourself to release. You could release 2025. You could release maybe your first day of work back, coworkers' energies, other people's energies, thoughts, beliefs, programs, anything stuck, not in present time. And normally your energy, when it is your energy, it's a nice bright pastel or bold version of any color. And if it's not your energy, if it's not in present time, then it'll show up as a faded version of some color. Faded, staticky, dark, off. So if you see anything faded, stuck, staticky, heavy, sludgy, just release that. Imagine just letting it go. And sometimes I like to pretend there's a button on the side of your grounding cord right beneath you. You press that button and it's like a turbo release. just like flushing the toilet, right? Just release and let it go out of your space here. And as all that drains away, you might feel your space get lighter, brighter, more room for amusement, play, and you might see more pastel versions of colors coming into your space because when it is your energy, it's brighter, lighter, maybe more movement. And if you're familiar with running energy, everyone just find a nice clean spot near the center of the planet and just run some earth energy from that spot to the bottoms of your feet, through your foot chakras. This earth energy from Mother Earth flows through your legs up to your first chakra and then flows right back down your grounding cord. And imagine that this denser grounding earth energy runs through your legs, even if you're not thinking about it. Just continues to run for the rest of class. Intention is good enough. Then you could check in time to time, see if it's still running. And while that's running, everyone imagine the edge of the universe, the edge of creation. And imagine there's a bunch of cosmic colors to choose from. You might have a cosmic pink or yellow or purple, light blue, maybe a lavender calling to you. Just pick one. And imagine it flows from that spot up in the cosmos down to your crown chakra. And then it flows to your crown, down the back of your head, back of the neck. When it gets to the base of your neck, it splits into 4 channels, 2 down the left side of your spine, 2 down the right side of your spine. That cosmic pink or cosmic purple or whatever color you're working with flows all the way down your back. And then when it gets to the base of your spine, it just meets there. The 4 channels meet at that one spot, mixing with some earth energy. Go ahead and send 10% of the cosmic energy all the way down your grounding cord to the center of the planet. And then the rest of it, 90% cosmic, 10% earth, forms a mixture in the first chakra there. And then the mixture color comes up the front of the body, through each chakra, eventually through the center of your head, fountaining out the top of your head like a water fountain in the park. It flows up and then back down into your bubble, in through your aura, all 7 layers of your aura, if you're familiar with that. And while your aura is getting filled up from your throat chakra, the mixture color is coming up the front of the body. Imagine it flows out your arms, flows down your hand, or flows down your arms, out your hands, and it comes out into your aura. And by the way, your hands are either face down or face up on your lap. Everything is uncrossed, sitting upright. And eventually your entire aura gets filled up, front and back, above and below, to the left of you, to the right of you. And then it all flows on down your grounding cord once again, however you want to imagine that. Awesome. And now we're going to add a couple steps. For those of you this is new, just try to follow along the best you can. We're going to turn down the lower chakras. And the reason why we do this is so that less of the mixture color runs through there and more energy is available for your upper chakras, which is where we do this work from. So let's start with the first chakra. Imagine you could turn it down so it's only open 10%. So the way to do that, imagine it opens up 100%. And you might imagine it as a bubble, a ball of light, or a ball of energy, or a camera lens, either way. And then imagine it just turns down. So it's only 10% of that, 10% open. And just notice how that feels, what happens within your body as you turn down the first chakra. And we turn it down because the first chakra is all about survival, and we don't want all that survival energy to activate during a reading. Same thing for the second chakra, turn it down so it's only open 10%. Second chakra is all about processing energy by feeling it. And especially if you're an empath, It's not saying we're not going to feel energy, but it's more about how you read energy. More energy is available for your third eye and your knowing. And just notice what happens as you turn that second chakra down so it's only open 10%. And then same thing for the third chakra. Turn it down so it's only open 50% for a male body. Men tend to run a lot more control energy. And 70% open for the female body. Female body tends to run more creativity energy, so we don't want to turn that down too much. And yet just enough so that it validates that you're running less control energy, effort, doing. On this program, it's not about doing anything. We're just sitting in the center of your head, observing, allowing, being. And then as you quiet down those lower chakras, you might notice your lower body just quiet down while your upper awareness just becomes that much more magnified. And then everyone bring your crown chakra with this upward flow, bring your crown chakra to gold. So whatever color it is now, it might be blue. Imagine it go from blue to gold. And we work with gold because gold is a nice high spiritual vibration. And then everyone explode some gold roses up above you just to activate that space even more. And I like to picture your crown chakra as like a spiritual window, spiritual filter. Above your head is the world of spirit. Below the top of your head is your body. So when you tune your crown chakra to gold, you're tuning it to this spiritual vibration. So you only let in what's for your highest good, and you keep out anything that's not for your highest good. So gold is the color we work with, and the intention behind the gold is that which is for your highest good. And just noticing what happens within you as you bring your crown chakra to gold, and everyone play with pretending you could turn up a dimmer switch. So you can make your crown chakra that much brighter. Notice what happens within you when you do. Okay, a couple more steps here. Just everyone put a protection rose out. And when we work with spirit, your spirit team, you're going to imagine that your spirit team stays on the outside, on the other side of your rose, and then whatever's on your side of the rose stays nice and clear. Okay, it's all about psychic boundaries, is what this rose represents. Awesome. And then everyone create a gold sun. Imagine that it's 3 times as large as your aura, 3 times as large as your bubble. And I like to just imagine that just so that when you do end up filling in with the gold sun, you're going to give yourself more than you need. So imagine writing your name in the middle of this gold sun, tuning the gold sun to the energy that's unique to you and only you in the whole entire universe, and just watch it recall your energy from 2025, from your day, your week, from other people, places, projects, past life, this lifetime, other dimensional realities, seen or unseen, known or unknown. Just letting the gold sun do all the work for you. Your job is just to sit in the center of your head, observing it all, getting curious where your energy is coming back from. And when that gold sun is nice and full, fill yourself in. Just bring that golden light down into your body. Let it fill in every single cell, chakra, energy channels, your aura, front and back, above and below, side to side, so that you're surrounded like a golden light bulb of your own energy shining out to the universe. And everyone breathe in this golden light. And when you're all filled up, you could open your eyes, lean over, stretch, touch your toes, or just stretch out your arms, shake it out, and come on out of trance. All right, awesome. So when you're fully out of trance, everyone just type in, even if it's a word or two, how was that? And I like for everyone to participate, please, so that way we could see you and recognize you. And when we read each other's comments, we learn from each other as well. Okay. Super Tingly says B. Vicky, my spirit team is expecting me. I was just shown a giant golden cathedral building with giant doors, and I went in, and gosh, it was busy and bright in there. Awesome. Okay, wonderful, Sandy. Great, very relaxing. Kari, cat, my head was spinning. Christine yawning has begun with the first breath. Felt wonderful. Annette felt great. Michelle, OMG, the best experience yet. Very bright. Awesome. Okay. We take time because we got to prep the body, right? Sometimes when we just go straight in, the body's not ready yet. And that's where people are like, how come my gifts aren't working, right? We took time this time. Mary says, I usually don't fall asleep, but I did today. Yeah, you know what, Mary? A lot of times when, even especially when you're more experienced and you do end up falling asleep, it's probably a sign you were releasing a lot. Okay, so your body's, I gotta just have amusement with it is the point here. All right. I like to start with, Mary says it makes sense. I like to do a lot of mindset, right? And as you guys know, mindset is psychic ability is 80% mindset, 10% talent, 10% tools. And one of the mindset shifts I want to work on or focus on today, just really briefly, is this idea of things being a verdict. Now, let me first talk about the difference between success and failure. Sometimes when something happens and it doesn't turn out as expected, successful people will make it all about learning. So, this didn't work out. I'm learning something, right? Whereas you could say the opposite is true. Non-successful people make it some kind of verdict, right? So what do I mean by this? Well, the self-talk, as self-talk is a big part of this work. You might say something to say to yourself, I'm not seeing energy clearly, or I'm not able to interpret my messages, or I'm not sure if I could trust my gifts, right? Now, if you're more of the learner mindset, you get curious, right? You're like, what would it be like to get clearer messages? What would that feel like? What can I learn from this? What am I doing now that I could do differently? What if I were to relax more, right? That's more the learner mindset. All right, everyone time letter L for learner, if that makes sense. Okay. Whereas, okay, L's are coming in. The verdict mindset. Like one thing happens, right? Oh, I didn't see clearly today. Well, people with the verdict mindset, they will say stuff to themselves like, I guess this means I'm not psychic. Notice the energy of that, you guys, right? It's almost like condemning themselves just from one experience. There's no learning. Or you might have fallen into this trap. I know I have. Saying stuff to yourself like, everyone gets it except for me. I keep trying, but I just never get it. And I had one student recently say to themselves, I'm just not in alignment with this training, right? Notice the energy of this verdict. Okay. Actually, one second, you guys. I'm going to be right back. I forgot to get my water. But time letter V for verdict, if that's making sense here. Sorry about that, you guys. Yeah, so the V's are coming in here. Verdict mindset people, often you'll find they take even just one experience, right? They're on day 5 or day 4 of the challenge, the third eye activator step. And right then and there, I don't see energy, right? And they decide right then and there, they're just not cut out for it, right? And I've had other students, they keep trying, right? Which is fine, which is great. You want to keep practicing, right? But they treat every event that they try, but each time it's not necessary to learn. It's more that they enforce the verdict, right? Oh, yeah, more proof that I'm just not cut out for this. I suck. I'm just not good enough, not worthy, not deserving. All these things, right? Is this landing, you guys? Like this whole thing of verdict mindset. Okay. So I want y'all to be very aware that because of conditioning, because of limiting beliefs, because of our upbringing, maybe religion, whatever, right? B says that was me for so long. The antidote, if you've ever fallen into this trap, is to adapt the learning mindset. Mary says, I have a client like this. Yeah. And it's hard to get through to them, right? But what you can do is you start asking questions like, what can I do differently next time? Okay. What was I doing that didn't work? What can I do differently? Right? How can I do more of what does work? All right. So, knowing this, you guys, what is your choice moving forward, right? The verdict mindset or the learner mindset? All right. Time letter L for learner if you are on board with learning. Okay. Stop condemning yourselves, you guys. I know I fall into this trap. I'm like, I should have got this done months ago. I should have got this done weeks ago. It's easy to condemn yourself, right? But you don't move forward if you have if it's this verdict mindset. All right, so L's are coming in. Awesome. So now that's the mindset. So now, for those of you that are new, we move on to the lecture by this point. Well, what I like to do is I like to talk about a concept and then we actually do an exercise. So the concept, first of all, we're going to get clear on your energy goal. Now, I talk about mindset and mock-ups, and I actually teach this in week 12. For those of you that are not there yet, you're going to get a preview. What a mock-up is, it's a sketch. Picture it as a sketch before painting a full mural on the side of a building, right? You ever see those big murals? You always want to sketch it out on a little piece of paper first, right? Show it to the owner of the building. Say, okay, is this what you want? And yeah, go for it. So this whole idea of a mock-up, it's like letting the universe know what you want. And the idea is what you put out there is what you get back, right? The universe won't know what you want unless you're actually clear about what you want in the first place. So that's what a mock-up is. We just take it from the art world there. So I already had you do this already. Pick a goal, get clear on the feeling state of the goal. How do you want to feel when the goal is all said and done? And how do you want to feel while being in action, completing the steps towards your goal? Okay. And earlier I mentioned be realistic. If you have this thing you want to run a marathon, right? People think, oh, yeah, I'm going to be smiling across the marathon. No, you're not. You're going to barely make it across the finish line, especially if this is your first marathon. But imagine feeling the triumph of that, even though you're tired. That's what I mean by realistic. Okay. Because if you send the signal to the universe of, I'm going to be smiling, love and light and roses, the universe is just going to be like, that's not how it is. Right. And so that's why people don't get the goal. And for you to now also imagine what would this feel like? Okay. So I'm going to walk you through, and what I'm going to walk you through is what I call mock-ups, but on steroids. And we did this last month, but I'm going to go ahead and review this with you now. Let me talk about the steps first, and then I'll walk you through it. You're going to pick your mock-up, right? And I'm going to have you just imagine from a place of curiosity, what would it feel like a month from now, 3 months from now, 6 months from now? Then you're going to imagine a rose, and you're going to imagine a version of yourself standing on the rose of someone who's already completed the goal. So say 6 months from now, who would you be? Imagine that person, right? And you're going to imagine the crown chakra of that future you and see what color shows up, right? It might be gold, it might be blue, it might be rainbow. Who knows? We'll explore this in meditation. What I'm going to have you do is whatever color you see, imagine you match the crown chakra color. So if you see this vibrant blue, match your crown chakra. So your crown chakra is also at that same vibrant blue. Okay. Then I'm going to walk you through some additional steps. You're going to jump into that person, jump back into yourself. we'll take it all step by step, but really it's all about the experience of what would it actually feel like 6 months from now. Okay. And then when you feel it in your body, basically the idea is that whatever you feel is what you are sending out to the universe. Okay. So if you're feeling good, you send that out to the universe will deliver back more things to feel good about. Okay. If you're sending out to the universe this verdict energy, this condemning energy, and you feel like, oh, it's not for me. Well, when you're feeling that way, what you're feeling, that's how you're vibrating. That's what you're sending out to the universe. And that's what you get back. That's why people don't move forward. Okay. Let me know if this landing about like how you feel is what you vibrate. Time letter F for feel. Okay. If that's making sense. Okay. Great. So we're going to walk through this step by step. So I like to give a preview and then we actually experience it in meditation here. So I'm going to close your eyes. And I want y'all to get back to your mock-up for 2026. What's your goal? What do you want to manifest? And I want you to get a sense of how that would feel. Let's say you're working towards your goals, and 1 month from now, what would that feel like? And 3 months from now, 6 months from now, and you'll know whatever your sense of the duration is when it's all said and done. How would it feel? And if some of you guys are having a hard time imagining, the truth is when something is done, a lot of times there's a sense of relief. Like, oh my God, this is done. I can't believe it, right? Or you might feel excited. You might feel exhausted, but in a good exhausted way. Or it might be this energy of, wow, I learned so much about myself. Pride. Okay. And I want y'all to just get a sense of whatever your sense of how it would feel. I want y'all to just get curious. What would it feel like to feel that now? What would it feel like to feel the pride now? Let that vibrate in your body. Pride, excitement, relief. 6 months from now, you're like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. So glad I did that. All right. So, how you're feeling now, I want you to imagine a rose out in front of you. We'll call this a platform rose. And I want you to imagine that version of yourself feeling this way. So, if it's 6 months from now, a year from now, or a month from now, whatever your timeline is, if that person, that version of you, the future you were to show up on top of the rose, what would that future you look like? How are you standing? What's your posture like? How are you walking, talking? How are you working? Like you're sitting at your desk or interacting with people. Maybe some detail that you've never noticed about yourself. Maybe a sense of confidence. People look at you differently. And I want you to give a hello to yourself, the future you. Whenever you get something done out in the future, you look back and you're like, of course that was going to get done. I knew it was going to be hard, but there you are actually accomplishing it. And in the future, you just say to yourself, you know, it was going to happen. There's no way it wasn't going to happen. And I want y'all to take this, of course, energy. And I want you to give a hello to your crown chakra. of the future you, vibrating at this accomplishment, of course, energy, and to see what color your crown of your future self is at. Is it gold? Is it a vibrant purple or blue or yellow? Maybe a mix of colors. And it's okay for you to just make it up, right? I imagine it to be gold, and just imagine that future you had gold. And I'm just going to say gold for the sake of the lecture, but you'll just go whatever color you're getting. Now, whatever color you are sensing or seeing on your future you, I want you to now imagine matching your crown chakra, the top of your head, to now match that future you. And I want you to now vibrate at that future, of course, accomplishment energy. A lot of times we wait, like I'll feel good when I accomplish it. But what we're doing here is not waiting. We're vibrating at that energy now. And just notice how that feels. As the top of your head, your crown chakra vibrates at that future energy now. Noticing what's happening within you, what happens within yourself. Letting your body, it's giving your body an energetic preview. Hey, body, here's how it's going to feel. And notice how your body reacts by giving it an energetic preview. Awesome. And as long as you have a taste of it, a sense of it, that's all you need for now. And now we're going to take the next step. I want you to imagine that you can jump. You, spirit, can jump from your body into the body of that future you standing on the rose. So as you jump into that future you, imagine being in the future you, how you're standing, walking, talking, seeing the world, how people see you. Noticing how it feels to be in the future you. And getting the sense of the wisdom of the future you, all that you had to go through, all that you had to overcome, through the ups, the downs, the obstacles, the making it through, that feeling of accomplishment after working on what you needed to work on. Noticing how that feels. And again, all you need is a sense, a taste of it. Okay, this is what future energy feels like. And then when you're ready, no rush here, but when you're ready, take that wisdom energy of how it feels in your future self, how you're walking, talking, standing, seeing the world, how the world sees you, the accomplishment energy. Take that wisdom energy and then jump back into your own body. And as you jump back into your own body, noticing how that feels, letting it infuse. Imagine each and every single cell is informed, as if giving your body an energetic map of the wisdom, of the ups, downs, triumphs, accomplishments, even the gratitude that you might have felt like, wow, of course this was going to happen. And then just giving a hello to what's happening within yourself as all this starts to infuse more and more. down to even down to the cellular level. And just validating that how you feel now, what you feel is what you send out to the universe. And validating that you're vibrating at it now. You're not waiting to feel this way, because if you wait, you're sending waiting energy to the universe, right? What you're doing now is you're feeling it now and therefore sending that out to the universe now. Hey, universe, this is what I want. Awesome. So now, when you get a sense of that, it's down to the cellular level, everyone create a gold sun, fill yourself in. And then when you're ready, come on out of trance. You could open your eyes, come on out of trance. Okay, so everyone stand up for a moment. Stand up, really shake it out, especially when you go deep into trance like that. It's easy to get just really spacey. So everyone stretch out, and then when you're ready, let's get your comments, even if it's a word or two, or you might have noticed something. How was that experience? And if anyone wants to unmute, please do. We'd love to hear your voice. If you have a question or just want some coaching, I'm happy to work with you here at this point. But let's get everyone to comment. Michelle says, lovely, awesome. Mary says, I'm good this time. LOL, it was great. You actually stayed awake. That's great. Okay. Future me is awesome, says B. Felt very empowering, says Michelle. Awesome. Okay. Felt like it was done. Yeah, that energy of done, right? It's such a great energy. And that's actually something I teach in week 12, this energy of done, right? Imagine vibrating at done, sending that out to the universe. That's a great energy to send out. Wonderful, says Christine. Antoinette, great feeling. Vicky, I had so much visualization, but the end one, I seen a big cake that had big slice taken out like I ate a piece of wisdom cake and then came back. I'm goofy in both versions. Awesome. Sandy says, I came back feeling radiant. Okay. Annette, felt free knowing I did it. Yes, that's the whole point. Quinlan, exciting, made me feel more motivated towards my goals. Saw white crown for the first time, and that was interesting. And so it is. Yep, Michelle. That's the attitude, right? And so it is, and so it shall be. Okay. All right. So great work, you guys. Kari felt lots of wonder and excitement for the journey, which never ends. Great. It's a great attitude to have. So now we're going to move on here and talk about your spirit team, because you might be wondering, where does the spirit team come into play here? Well, first of all, let's talk about what the spirit team and the relationship with your spirit team is all about. I like to picture it as like you're the CEO, owner, operator of your own space, your own world. Okay. Your team is like a council, they're your advisors. And if any of you have ever watched Star Trek, I like to use the Star Trek analogy. And if you've never have, there's one Star Trek, Captain Picard is the captain of this particular show. And whenever Captain Picard wanted to do something, right? Imagine there he was on the bridge, and he's like, we need to go to this planet and talk to these aliens or whatever, right? And before he makes a move, he always consults with every single person on the bridge on his team. And he literally listens to them, gets their feedback so that he can make an informed decision. So he literally turns to each bridge crew member for input. And then ultimately, based on the input from that specialist, the captain makes a decision. Okay. So when it comes to your relationship, I'm a doctor, Jim, not a second, right? So when it comes to your relationship with your team, I want y'all to picture it as you are the CEO, you are the captain of your ship. Okay. Let me tell you guys, there's a lot of I've met a lot of people in this work. I've had a lot of people who come my way that they're like, well, my spirit team told me, right? But what they're forgetting is that you are the captain of your ship, right? It's like my body, my temple. Okay. So it's not necessarily that they're telling you, they might strongly advise you. Yeah, my one spirit guy's like, hey, Joe, you really need to go this decision. Please don't walk around the corner. There might be danger around the corner. Yes, take it under advisement, but just know it's still your choice to not walk around the corner. All right. Does that make sense, you guys? Everyone type the letter A for advisement, right? Because too many people give their seniority away to their guides, right? But here we're saying you are the CEO. Okay, A for advisement. Actually had people get mad. They're like, "What do you mean? I'm supposed to listen to my spirit guides." I'm like, "It's still your body, your temple. Ultimately, you are still choosing." So if I've upset you in any way, shape, or form, my bad. I don't mean to, but it's still free will. It's still choice. Okay. Now, why am I sharing this? Well, the lesson here is your crew or your spirit team can't give you guidance unless you give them an overall objective, right? So guess what, you guys? What you just did here by vibrating at the certain vibration, right? The feeling it now, the way you feel is your energy goal. The way that you're feeling is the direction. Okay. So in other words, your spirit team is watching you. They're witnessing you, how you're vibrating now, how you're feeling, right? And it's as if to say, hey, spirit team, how I'm feeling now is how I want you to help me. Okay. Let me talk about witnessing for a little bit more about witnessing. And for those of you who've been with me for a while, you've heard me share this concept before. All witnessing is, I like to give this analogy of a painting. Let's say you painted something, right? And you're looking at it yourself and you're like, it looks okay, right? A random friend comes in one day and looks at your painting and asks you, like, oh, where did you buy that painting? That looks really cool. And you're sitting there, I didn't buy it. I actually painted it. And then your friend looks at you like, you painted it? Really? Oh my gosh, that looks amazing, right? The whole point of being witnessed means that in your own mind, you might think, it's okay. But when you're actually witnessed by someone, so you're going to be imagining here in a moment, like your spirit team witnessing you, vibrating at this feeling good energy now of your future self. When you're witnessed, right? Because your friend saw you differently, you're now seeing yourself differently. Wow, you really thought I bought that painting from the store? I must be better than I thought. Okay. This is the power, you guys, of witnessing. Everyone type letter W for witnessing if this is landing, if this is making sense. Okay. So when you're working with your spirit team, it's not just, oh, hey, spirit guide, help me with this, right? When your spirit team also is on board, they're witnessing you, how you're feeling, how you're vibrating. That is the direction. If you're the captain of the ship, the way you're feeling, the way you're vibrating, that you're saying to your team, hey, I want more of this. This is how I want to feel. This is 6 months from now. This is, hey, team, this is where we're headed. Okay. Now, just a little bit more about your spirit team, and we'll give a hello to them here in a moment. They're usually comprised of your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels, ascended masters, Jesus, Mary, Buddha, Archangel, this and that, like whoever, right? For those of you that are in the starseed realm, this could involve your alien counterparts, your pets, right? If you have pets who passed away, a lot of times your pets are part of your team as well. God, source, the divine, greater power, whatever your belief system is, right? For now, if this is new to you, it's perfectly fine if you don't know exactly who they are. So long as you have a sense That's all you need. Okay. And we play with this picture that your guide, your team are there for your highest good. And really, that's all that counts. Okay. Just like Captain Picard, he's not picking people for his crew that will purposely crash the ship. Right? They might disagree with the captain, but it's all for the highest good. All right. So everyone type a letter H for highest good. Okay. I would love to know what my dogs think. Yeah. So we're going to give a hello to your team here in a moment. Okay. And again, it's okay to just get a sense of them. All right. Now, here's what we're going to do to give a hello to your spirit team. I'll give you the steps and then I'll actually walk you through it. You're going to run energy. You're going to have your protection rose, crown chakra, gold, all that good stuff. Okay. You're going to start off by acknowledging yourself as a spirit and a body. Okay. Sometimes we get too caught up in the personality, how we look, right? But we get beyond all that and just get reacquainted to who you are as a spirit. And then what you're going to imagine is who you are as a spirit sending hellos to your spirit team. So imagine your hello goes out to the universe. And then imagine roses appearing, and again, it's outside your aura for your main members of your spirit team. Typically, students in the past have said around 3 to 5 roses show up, right? Representing each member of the team. I've had some students say, oh, I saw 20, right? But usually what happens is there's like the main 5, but then there's the sub, we'll call them sub guides, right? But if you see 20, then you see 20. There's no right or wrong here. And then what you're going to do is imagine that they appear out of the ether. They start to float down onto the roses, the platform roses. And just so you know, you may or may not see them clearly. You may or may not see their face. Let me tell you guys, when I give a hello to Jesus, the being Jesus, right? I don't see his face. I just see his color. I get a sense, and I tend to see Jesus at this really bright, brilliant gold. And even though I don't necessarily see his face so clearly, I just know. I'm like, that's Jesus. Okay. So don't worry if you don't see them like super clearly. That's not the point. Again, as long as you get a sense of them, that's all that counts. Everyone type in the letter S for sense, by the way, just so that really hits home. Okay. Because your thinking mind part of you is like, I gotta see them clearly. Something's wrong. You give a verdict to yourself, right? Like, I must not be good at spirit guides. Forget all that. All right, just get curious instead. And then what we're gonna do is just give a hello briefly, a spirit to spirit hello to each of them individually. So meaning who you are as spirits, like, hey, spirit guide A, hey, spirit guide B, spirit guide C. And what you're gonna do is at least get a sense, a feel, get a unique color for each. So spirit guide A might show up as gold. The next one shows up as a light green. The other one is invisible. I know it's there, but it's not showing itself very clearly. Then the other one, you might see wings of an angel. You might see the next one super tall, and then you might see the other one as a little tiny fairy, right? And then you might see your pet dog who passed away 20 years ago, right? Just be open, okay? And at the very least, validate the unique energy signature of each. And again, just a sense of it is all you need. You might not see them super clearly. That's okay. And you're going to get an overall, like all of them together, an overall energy of your team as well. Okay. So we'll do this step by step. Get curious. Remember, 100% permission to imagine. This is all pretend, you guys. Even when we explode a rose, we're pretending to explode a rose. Okay. So everyone time letter P for pretend, just so that we're in the right mindset. You're pretending to say hello to your team, but it's that pretend that bypasses your thinking mind, and then we get more into the spirit side of this work. Okay. It's not, by the way, it's not fake it till you make it, right? I've had another students like they were taught that way. Fake it till you make it. Well, faking it is a different vibration, right? And if you feel fake, you're sending that fake energy out, right? So play, pretend. Remember the whole key is play, pretend. All right. So everyone close your eyes. Run energy, have that protection rose up. Just give a present time hello to your sense of boundaries in space. Crown chakra gold. And I want y'all to start off by giving hello to yourself as spirit, who you are as a spirit and a body. You being a kindergarten, yeah, Christine. And imagine yourself just as an energy. And you might even imagine yourself as a color. Just get curious. There's no right or wrong. And I want you to imagine your spirit self with your spirit voice, otherwise known as telepathy, sending hellos out to the universe. And imagine your hello finds your spirit team. And all it takes is intention. And just have it be your hello will find your spirit team, those who have your highest intentions for your greatest good. And imagine that these invitations are for them to begin to come forward. And I want you to imagine roses appearing. We'll call these platform roses for your spirit team to drift down out of the ether and stand on their respective roses. And just getting curious, no right or wrong, divine attitude about it all. See how many show up. Are there 3, 7, 5, 20? For me, I'm seeing 9 today. I only usually see 6 or 7, but for some reason today I'm seeing 9. I'm like, okay, you just go with it. And again, just getting a sense of it, pretending as pure pretend. And even if you have to feel like, I'll just make it up. I'm not sure how many. I'll just say 5. Right? Just make it up. It's okay. It's all play and pretend anyway. And as you get a sense of each guide on your team, imagine who you are as a spirit, just giving a friendly hello to each individually. So I'll give you some time here. And as you do, just validate the unique energy signature of each of your team members. How's their energy? Are they male, female? Maybe alien, maybe animal spirit. Are they angelic, ascended master type, ancestor? And just notice what it's like when you give them a hello, playing pretend. How do they say hello back to you? You might hear it, see it, sense it, feel it, or just even know it. Just knowing that they're saying hello to you. And again, just having a sense like, oh, that's unique from the other one. That's all you need. And then go ahead and give a hello to the overall team vibration. Your council, or spirit team. Give hello to your team energy, how they support you as a team. and might feel familiar. Oh, this is who's been watching over me. This is who's been nudging me. And notice how they react being acknowledged in this way. Mm. Awesome. So now, everyone, just set them off to the side for a moment, fill in with a gold sun. We'll come back to them. Come on out of the trance. All right. So we're going to come back and say hello to them in a moment, but I just want to check in. How many team members did you see? How many showed up? Let's get just everyone type in a number. 9, 8, 5, 9, 7, 5, 3, 8. Okay, so wide range of numbers. That's awesome. Typically, I always have someone saying, "Oh, I had 20, I had 50." B says 6 humans, 2 dogs. Awesome. Got 8 and 8. Okay, great. 4 prominent and in the background, a blurry group. That's awesome. Kat, I remember working with this a former student of mine. She had 9 main ones, but she literally had an army, an army of other spirit guides behind the main ones. Yeah. And I do find that a lot of starseeds who are here on a big mission, like a global mission, they tend to have a lot of guides. Rob says more than I could count. Yep, very common. Mary, 4 in the back, 12 altogether. Okay, very cool. No right or wrong, you guys. Notice everyone got something a little different. So we're all unique. We all have our own sense of our team. Okay. By the way, if there's any questions, anyone has any questions, feel free to just type those in. But otherwise, I will just keep going. I'm happy to answer any questions as we go. So now, here's how we get your spirit team on board with your mock-up. And we call it, I'm going to introduce to you something called amplification. So what we're going to do is going to have you revisit that future you, right? Remember the future you crown chakra? I'm going to have you vibrate at that crown chakra color once again, okay? And feel that future state, feeling it now. How you feel is how you vibrate, and what you vibrate at is what you send out to the universe. And what you send out is what you get back, right? That's what gets manifested. Okay, that's what we mean by manifesting. And then we add this whole step of being witnessed, right? Now we're going to add this whole concept of amplification. So what's amplification? Well, if you've ever seen a drum corps, right? You might have one drummer and they're just banging on their drum, right? But if you've ever seen a drum corps, you guys, when 10 drummers are all drumming and they're all in sync and like you're in front of this drum corps and you literally like, oof, whoa, the power of everyone drumming in sync. That's what we call amplification. So it's one drummer versus 10 drummers versus 100 drummers, right? When you get your spirit team on board, that we're going to play with that same concept of amplification. And when things are amplified, you send a stronger signal out to the universe. Okay, it's like the difference between one drummer or 10 drummers or 100 drummers. That's what I mean by amplification. Okay, so I'm going to type in letter A for amplification if this is making sense. Yeah, great. A's are coming in. Awesome. So here's what we're going to do when it comes to amplifying your mock-ups with your spirit team. And I'll talk about the steps and then we'll actually experience this here in a moment. What you're going to do is you're going to imagine yourself in the center, vibrating at your mock-up color, your future self color, right? And imagine your spirit team. So if there's 10, 20, 5, 3, doesn't matter. They're circling around you. And with your crown chakra at that color, your future self color, you're going to ask your spirit team to match their crown chakras at your future self color. Okay. And you're going to explode some roses as needed to get everyone to match. Okay. And you're going to give a hello to what's happening with all of you, or what's happening within you as you allow yourself time to adjust. Because when something's amplified, your body is like, whoa, that's crazy energy, right? It's like the difference between standing in front of one drummer versus 10 drummers. You need time to adjust and talk to your body. Like, hey, body, you're going to be experiencing this amplification of it. Okay. And then imagine, because now you and the whole team are now all vibrating at the same color. It's even brighter. It's much more amplified. You're going to imagine that signal. How is it being sent out to the universe? Okay. When the signal is being sent out, imagine also going to give a hello to what comes back to you now that it's amplified. And then we're going to work with your spirit team to mock up how this will work out in the future to hold space for you throughout time. And I'll walk you through that. And then by the end, you'll give your spirit team an assignment. So even though you're not in meditation, this whole picture that they're in a circle around you, that as you go through life, they're still holding space for you, right? And then that's how we're going to work with the spirit team to amplify, hold space and amplify your mock-ups. Okay. All right. So y'all ready to play with amplification? Type the letter R for ready. If you're ready to play with this. Okay. All right. So this might be a little different. I haven't really taught this to anyone in this way before, especially this whole thing of them being in a circle. So this should be a really interesting experience here. All right, so everyone close your eyes. And everyone take 3 to 5 deep cleansing breaths just to prep the body. And you could talk to your body. Hey, we're going to play with amplification. Have no idea how this is going to turn out, but let's just be curious and open. And just get the acknowledgement from your body. And the body usually is like, yeah, okay, cool. Let's see what happens. Now, I want you to imagine yourself in the center, vibrating now at your mock-up color in your crown chakra. So that future you, the accomplished you, of course, the wisdom energy. And if you need to, you could always just imagine another rose with your future you standing out. Just give a present time hello and then just be at a match with your future self. And then your team standing on the roses, imagine that they are now circling around you, just surrounding you. And you can make it a wider circle, just so you have a sense of space. And then ask telepathically, hey, spirit team, go ahead and match my crown chakra now. And you could watch them match at their crown chakra. Maybe they just match all together, their whole body, their whole spirit. And go ahead and explode some roses. Just to shift the energy so that everyone is at a match. And you could also ask your team to help out with the energy of this. And as everyone begins to match, just notice what happens with the energy. It's the difference between one light shining, one bright light shining, and 5 or 10 bright lights shining all at the same time. And give a hello to what's happening within yourself. Just giving yourself space and time to adjust to this amplification of this future self energy. I'm just getting the sense of there's a lot of excitement. Your teams are like, yeah, this is really cool. We're all on the same page. Just see how your team is reacting. Now, imagine that because everyone's vibrating at the same color, the entire team is much brighter, much more amplified. Imagine that signal now, the signal, this color being sent out to the universe. How does the universe see you and your team and send this universe out? This is what we're up to. This is what we're mocking up. This is how it will feel. This is how I want what I want in return. And imagine as you send that out to you, to the universe, imagining what the universe sends back to you. And imagine yourself receiving, whether it's new information, new opportunities, new synchronicities, and your team helping out every step of the way as you move out into the future. And go ahead and request of your team, give them an assignment. Spirit guides love assignments, by the way, to hold space for you through time, whether it's a 1 month mock up, a 3 month mock up, 6 months, a year, whatever your time frame is. And imagine what it would be like as your team holds space for you, very similar to how they're just surrounding you in a circle with this mock up energy through time, through the ups, through the downs, through the challenges, through the triumphs. At each little stepping stone along the way. And time to time, your spirit team might remind you, hey, here's get back on track. Give them that assignment. This is what we call holding space. They're holding space for you. And as you get a sense of that, imagine now 1 week from today, living in this state of amplification. What would that be like? What would that feel like? And even a month from now. And just like painting a painting, you're there you are making progress. And to yourself, you might think, that's okay. But your team is, wow, you're doing amazing. Holding space for you in this way to 3 months. What would that feel like 3 months from now? 6 months from now? Even a year from now? And imagining what's possible, what your life could become, your dreams actually manifesting into reality. And every step of the way, just have your spirit team, just give them assignments to give you some synchronicities, like occasional 333s or lights turning off or just some kind of signal. It'd even be like every time the light turns green, and then get the acknowledgement. So, yes, you are assigning them. Just get the feedback back from them. Yep, assignment received. We're on it. Excited to hold space for you. Okay. And then just give a hello to your own crown chakra now. The of course energy, the accomplishment energy, and add this energy of this amplification into your crown chakra now. And let it come into your body. Let every single cell of your body vibrate at this energy. Explode roses as needed. Allowing, holding space for your body to come into present time, no rush. A lot of times when it comes to change, the body just needs time and space to get used to this energy. And then ultimately, you just get to the point where the body is like, okay, I totally get it. This is what's in store. Just feel that acknowledgement. Awesome. So now, before you come on out of trance, go ahead and thank your spirit team, send them out on assignment. It's kind of like a reconnaissance mission, right? Send them out, let them find these opportunities for you, the right people, right times, right places, help them, let them set the energy, put them out on assignment. Just imagining them going out and finding the people, finding the opportunities, setting the energy, clearing the way, clearing space, grounding your space for you. And then give a hello to yourself once again. Create a gold sun. Let it recall your energy from this meditation. Fill yourself in. Validating that what you feel, how you feel now is what you're sending out to the universe. And then when you're all filled up, go ahead and lean over and stretch. Come on out of the trance. All right, and go ahead and stretch out. Welcome back. And so let's get your comments. What was it like working with your team, amplifying, feeling it now? How did your body react? Whatever you guys want to share. And if anyone wants to unmute, please do. Kat says they already did. They brought us here. LOL. Yeah, exactly. Right. You already have your team on board.
Okay, Joe, I've
Yeah.
I've got a question. Is
Yeah.
it
Go ahead, Michelle.
is it normal to get a really bad headache after doing this? Because I just did.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's why I mentioned, especially the amplification energy. If your body's not used to standing in front of 10 drummers,
Yeah.
your body's like, it's a lot, right? And
Yeah.
yet
Yeah.
be gentle with your body. Just talk to that part of yourself that's having the headaches. Like, it's okay. I understand you need time to adjust. Right?
Okay.
So
Thank
go to
you.
do that now. Just talk to your bodies like, hey, this is what's in store. So long as you involve your body, acknowledge, right? And yeah, that's a great question, Michelle. Thanks for bringing that up. All right. Let me continue to read here. Super thirsty, says Mary. Quinn says, felt like I was in a dance circle getting hyped up. That was awesome. Yep, totally. Kari says, that was great. When my spirit team surrounded me, it was like the final song in The Grinch with all the Who's in Whoville clasping hands and singing. There you go. Love that. All right, and let me give you all time. I know some of you are still typing. If anyone else wants to unmute, want to share, ask questions, please do. And again, you guys, even if it's just one word, oh my gosh, like I can't wait to repeat that, or we just let's get everyone to share. We'd love to see where you're at. Okay. So while you guys are typing, y'all get the recording of this. I will send this out. This will be a great one for you to repeat. Vicky, again, I'll definitely post those past recordings as well. And for sure, when I get that new website built in, everything will be there, you guys. It'll be all uploaded. Vicky says, I have a lot of geometry and spirit team faces exploding so bright when matching crowns and too much other stuff to the list. Yeah, totally get that. Antoinette, this was awesome. My spirit guides were all in helping me. Yeah. You know what, you guys? I'm glad you brought that up, Antoinette, because your team just wants to be involved. They're like, they want to help and they love assignments, you guys. So as we go, right, we're going to revisit this next week. Keep in touch with your team. give them a hello time to time. Okay. B says, I felt they were all really excited to have an assignment. They shut off into different directions to get to work. Yeah. They're just so excited. And I got that sense of a lot of excitement energy too. Kat says, my spirit guides locked hands once I gave them an assignment. I will take it as agreement. Yeah, picture paints 1,000 words, right? So you just go with it. Michelle says, other than the headache, it was a beautiful experience. Yeah. So this is what we call a growth period, you guys, where the energy is awesome, right? You as spirit, you're like, yeah, that's amazing. But it takes a while for your physical body to catch up. And while your physical body's catching up, we call that a growth period. Okay. So it might feel off, but we reframe the off feeling into that's a good thing, right? Because if not for doing the work, you wouldn't feel that headache. Okay. And yet be gentle with your body as you go. Antoinette, I saw glittery gold and bright white light. Awesome. Yeah, that's that amplification, right? Christine, I started with a nagging headache now. It has calmed a bit. Everything was bright and cheerful. Yeah. Your body needs time to adjust, right? Especially that's the nature of change, you guys. It takes time. Two dogs were doing happy circles. That's awesome. And yeah, pets, you guys, they want to be involved still. Okay. Vicky, I will say one left in a spaceship, another on a disc, and I noticed one leaving in a boat. Yeah, so they like to give us signals, right? Picture paints 1,000 words. Annette, I was actually feeling maxed out after the first one, headache too, so I sat this one out, but it sounds awesome. Yeah, great work, Annette. Listen to your body, right? And this is your first class. This might have been like, whoa, what are we doing? When we get to the Thursday classes, we'll get more to the basics. But good job, Annette, listening to your body, and you could listen to this later when your body will let you know. Okay, you could always just skip ahead to this point in the recording when you're ready. Sandy feels like I'm waking up in the world and I'm walking around in the world like a soft light that people gravitate to. Thank you, spirit guides. What a lovely picture. Okay. This whole thing of people gravitating to you. And that's the thing, you guys. What you send out is what you get back, including people, right? So if you're, what was that, the Debbie Downer energy, you're going to attract a lot more Debbie Downers, right? But if you're someone vibrating at triumph, don't be surprised, you guys, if you just start attracting different kinds of people in your life. Okay. For me, it's like I attract different coaches that where I need, like I working with another coach that's helping me with this whole community building aspect at a whole other level. Okay. I wouldn't have been able to work with this particular coach because I just wasn't vibrating in that way even just a year ago. Okay. So be open, allow yourself to be surprised by what the universe delivers to you. And one time a letter S for surprise, if you're on board with that. Okay. All right. Well, let me ask you guys, did you enjoy class tonight? Did you learn something? All right, just give me some feedback. Got a lot of yeses, absolutely. Okay, great. Yeah, you all are welcome. Okay. So next week, I'm going to do a deeper dive. So we're going to dive a little bit more. I don't know yet. I'll know it when I actually put the class together, but that's part of the sprint, right? We do a deeper dive and then we're going to do the line reading. Will you read with me? You're going to match my crown chakra and we're going to practice giving a hello to the spirit team of another person. Okay. So it's a read with me format and we're going to work on asking the spirit team members of that person, hey, do you have a message for this person, right? We'll play with that next week and we'll do that as a group. And then that practice, ultimately by week 3 of the sprint, you guys will be reading each other in groups of 2 or 3. Okay. All right. So let's do our closing meditation. So everyone close your eyes. Whenever we're done, especially for those of you who are new, like, oh my God, that was so much energy, right? We want to come off the spiritual vibrations, like turning off the lights at the end of the night. So everyone close your eyes. And first of all, honor your body. And thank your body for giving you an experience. For you as spirit to give you the experience that it gave you tonight. If not for your body, you would not have been able to see, feel, hear, sense the energies that you did. So just have that feeling of gratitude. Thank you, body, and just mean it, right? Thank you, body. You're amazing. Now, everyone create a rose for yourself and just imagine that it calls your energy back from me, from each other, from your team, from class, just bringing your energy back. And then go and explode that rose and imagine it all comes back into your own space. And then imagine, let's see, we had 13 people in class tonight. Let's say 14 people, even for people watching the recording. Imagine 14 roses. And just imagine everyone else's energies comes out of your space into the respective roses. We keep things clean here. So we call this just having good spiritual hygiene. And not that we're purposely invading, but it's just the nature of energy work. Even just having conversations with people, we're always exchanging energies. So just move everyone else's energies out, explode those roses, and just imagine it just goes back to wherever they are in the world. Now, because we're working with non-physical energies, everyone bring your crown chakra from gold down to a brown, like a coffee break brown, chocolate brown. And unlike black, black is like the absence of vibration. Brown is really close to black. And it vibrates very slowly. And by coming down to brown, it's like you're giving your body a break. It just notice how your body feels in response. Especially if you had a headache or, whoa, that was just a lot of energy. Just being at brown. Just enjoy that, giving your body space to relax and disconnect from the energy of class. It's like turning off the psychic light switch. And then once you get a sense of like the body's okay, thank you for giving me that break. Go ahead and now come back up to a color of your choice, other than gold, other than brown, maybe like a deep blue or indigo or soft lavender. Just something that will either help you rest, process, or whatever your next step is for tonight. And just validating the difference between gold and brown to this color. And thanking your body once again. Awesome. And then go ahead and create a gold sun. Just let it recall your energy from class, from me, from each other. And with your crown chakra, the color of your choice, bring that gold sun down into the body. And as you bring that gold sun in, everyone give yourself a psychic pat on the back for a really great job tonight, working some energy, showing up. And just remember to have fun as you go through the rest of the week. And when you're all filled up, go and lean over and stretch. Come on out of the trance. And let's call this a class. Okay. I'm going to stick around for a few minutes. If you have any questions, feel free. Otherwise, everyone unmute, say goodnight to each other.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Good night,
everyone.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank
Night,
you.
everyone.
Good night, Joe.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good
Thank
night.
you,
guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks,
Joe.
Joe. That was
Tonight was
amazing.
good. Thank you.
Awesome. Glad you enjoyed. All right. And if anyone wants to stick around, have questions, just want some coaching, I'm happy to stick around. All right.
Headache
Go ahead and
drop, Joe.
if you have any questions. Go ahead, Michelle.
Yeah, with the brown, immediately the headache dropped by 80%. Like quickly. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
Crazy.
I was just about to type it, but I felt as soon as I put the brown up there, I felt so totally relaxed. And I was like, what the heck? But
It's
yeah,
amazing.
it was awesome.
Amazing. Thank you, Joe.
Amazing. You
Thank
are
you, Joe.
welcome. Okay.
What an experience, huh?
Right. Yeah.
Thank you so
And that's what
much.
it's all about. It's all about the
Yeah.
experience. So I'm glad that you
Yes.
guys enjoyed that.
Wonderful. Well, I'm going to go have a lovely evening. Thank you so much.
Same with you.
You
Have a good
too,
night.
everyone. Good night.
All
Good
right.
night.
Good night.